That's what I.
Those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white, that's why she has nicer hair. Nicer hair. Shine light on maybe the bias that you have that much. I don't know. I don't know how the last time you saw a woman with hairy legs, it's not that
you can't
much,
see it,
but occasionally, yeah. And I want to point out, I just want to point out that the comment you just made did seem a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
Seem a bit what? Those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we say
to a woman straightening her hair or putting on a straight hair wig? I think those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Shine light on maybe the bias that you have that women should shave their legs.
So I don't think grooming can be compared to a woman straightening her hair or putting on a straight hair wig. I think those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white, that's why she has nicer hair.
Yeah, man. So yesterday I made the part of where Tariq Nasheed was stealing everything from everybody else on the premise that those of Yvette Carnel and Antonio Moore, they stole it from somebody else, so he had the right to go and steal it. But I'm showing you this part again. I had it already in another video, but so we can see what we're dealing with. This is called plantation syndrome in America. So the people from the plantation, they would go out and try to sleep with non-Africans who are lighter of other races. It's called opening your collar. So changing your black collar to another color. So all these things you've been saying, I've been saying, these guys, they just want to be like their plantation master. I don't know why they bothering the so-called Africans and Maroons, because in America, Maroons are considered to be Africans. They are considered to be something else, people like Tariq Nasheed. I'm not speaking on this in view right now. I'm showing you this only because the girl you see, that's how Tariq Nasheed wants to be. That's why he came out and said he's 20% Caucasian. If you're 20% Caucasian, why do you looking for a reparation for what happened to Africans? You're not Africans. You're almost mulatto. You are a quattrone. It's called a quattrone. You have octrone. You have a half-blood. After half-blood, you have quattrone. If you mix more, you're called octrone. You're not African. You are a Negro. You are broken. Broken simply means mixed. Your culture was broken because it's now something else that nobody knows what it is. You have no culture. You have no way of behaving. Your behavior is a smash and grab. Let's go and kill another nigga. That's your culture, which your plantation master took and spread it around the world so that Africans everywhere could go and do the same thing, using you as an example to go and smoke and smoke cocaine, weed, and everything, killing each other, selling cocaine. All that's your culture. Bleaching your skin is your culture. It's city people culture. Even in Suriname, they doing it. That's why I know what it is. Nigga, it's named opening your collar. They are ashamed to be black, but they want to walk around and steal my people's music, which come from Africa, which I was showing you from Guinea-Bissau. They play the same kind of drums we play in the jungle in America, in South Africa. Because America to me is not United States. That's why it's called United States of the Americas. Because they know the United States is not America. Is Canada not America? That's how stupid just the level of this plantation crazies. They have a plantation sickness. That's how it's called. I have to become a mixed man because where they come from the plantation. I was never on a plantation. Those people, the story they made up that Maroons and were runaway slave. That's and these Negroes running away from plantation and joining the Maroon. Maroon means being stuck in the jungle. Marooned. Marooned, to be stuck. He is marooned in the jungle. He's marooned in the bus. He got stuck in the bus. That's what marooned means. Or an Bordeaux color. If you know what Bordeaux is, that kind of reddish color you see behind me, that is Bordeaux. That's also Maroon. It's called, in Dutch, it's called Castanya Maroon. Nigga? Just saying for those with the stupidity syndrome FBA, foundational bug broken Americans over there. This is FBA. So these people, they are crazy. Tariq Nasheed is not African. FBAs are not Africans. Go and ask the Maroons in South America if FBA are considered to be so-called Africans. We don't know what they are, nigga. We know Africans from America. And they know who they are. Yeah, in Jamaican said he is not African, so he is a city Negro. What don't you understand? People from the plantation, if you was broken, you was called Negro in America. If you was a wild man, so-called living in the jungle, they would say you are an African because you was not tamed. You was not behaving like they wanted you to behave like the colonizers behave. Those people like me, we not busy with I have to change my color, because if you do that, my God will ban you. You're not one of us. If you have one drop of so-called Caucasian blood or Coolie blood or Indian blood, you are Indian to my people. They will not consider you to be Maroon, or not even Maroon. Maroon, we are Maro. The place is called Maro, like Marowe in Suriname. The Caucasian came and changed it into Maroon or whatever. That's why this stupid fake African diaspora doesn't understand cultureless jack off. This faggot is gonna come out and try to explain what culture is to us. A slave at that. How sick must she be? That's why that nigga went and took a Mexican. His children look like that girl over there. And that's your prerogative, nigga. Don't come and bother us stealing. I'm the African from the... Not to us. To us, you're just a broken Negro. They used to feel pity for you. That's why you had luck with your BLM, Black Lives Matter. Start your Black Lives Matter today when something happens there, when Trump is start to wipe you out. I want to see who will stand up and do anything, nigga. What you will see is that when Africans over there in North America and Caribbeans will walking by and they say, hey, check what's going on there. Hey, what's going on? The police is damaging that nigga, man. Who is it? Oh, it's an FBA. Yeah, man, god damn it. I thought it was an Afro, man. I thought it was African, because only Africans can be Afro. If you're not African, you cannot be Afro. That's how the world was created. If you're not African, you're not even human. Hue means color. So all that thing colorful is from the African stolen. And these guys, FBA, they go along with that because they were fighting against my people in Suriname. Let me get a piece of this, man. Oh yeah, I showed this also, where Tariq Nasheed was claiming that he was the Olmec. That's why these niggas came and said the Egyptians are black. So, and now they say they have the name black. So they are the Egyptian. That's how these niggas steal shit, just like the Caucasian, their father. Nigga? Just like I told you. Let's see a few things here, man. Let's see a few things here that I've got here. This is the crazy Tariq Nasheed. He is the Olmec. Yeah. We let you hear this, wherein KRS-One was stealing, tethering off Jamaican music. How hip-hop was stolen. Even your KRS-One was stealing Jamaican slang. You will hear that he's not rapping in this song over the bridge. The bridge is over. He's slanging, nigga. He's toasting. It's called toasting, what he's trying to do. I'm a toaster. I'm not a rapper. I'm a toaster. Because I'm from South America, nigga. These fuck niggas are going around stealing Maroon history, Haitian history. We are the 1804, man. They stole the flag, even the black power fist of Nelson Mandela, those Africans and everybody who was fighting. They stole it. These sick people they are, man. Sad. They are nothing more than the colonizer. That's why I don't understand why these Negroes who are 20% Caucasian wants money. So it's the same, like it's best for the Caucasian to keep the money because they are giving it to their own children. If you're 20% Caucasian, you are Caucasian to my race, nigga. To me, a half-blood person is allowed to say they are white. That's my people. My people will tell you that you're white if you're mixed. Nigga. All these people are arch enemy. Black Americans from the plantation are arch enemy of the Maroons. That's why I came out here making the movie. Stupid Tariq Nasheed and you James Small. You jack off. I have my own land in Suriname. If you step onto my land, my territory, my country there, I'm allowed to lay you in the grave. We've been there for 500 years fighting against the colonizers and Tariq Nasheed and a so-called fake FBA. Fake black Americans. Foundational bug broken Americans. Foundational butt hurt broken Americans. That's what we see, nigga. Even KRS-One was stealing back then. Like you stole hip-hop from DJ Kool Herc, from Jamaicans. We taking it back, cause it's supposed to be tether music. You tethering off hip-hop, nigga. Tell your children that where you stole hip-hop from. Like you stole the American, Native Americans, Indians land over there together with the Caucasian. Cause that's what you're doing, right? Stealing land just like your daddy. Going to Africa and coming back with information and giving it to Trump. Your COINTELPRO daddy. Begging for money. MAGA giving you money, you KKK. Nigga. Look here. Peter Tosh 1977. No matter where you come from, as long as you're black man, blackaman we say in South America. Just imagine that. My country existed before and United States existed. And yes, the jack of thing, they mean anything to come and tell my people anything. That's how stupid these people are. They came up with Black Pete. Tariq Nasheed came up with Black Pete, the FBA. I've seen the video. A nigga said, Black is ours. So you created Black Pete in the Netherlands, man. He came just now and in the 5th of December. So you came up with the word negers and Zwarte Piet. You made up all those words. So we know now that we're dealing with the devil the Bible speaks of. Even the Bible was stolen by these fake Israelites. They went to Jamaica. They saw the Lion of Judah. And they stole the Lion of Judah. Now they say the Lion of Judah is North American. What? Land of Judah is in Africa and a nigga came out here making a video. Why was the Land of Judah placed in Africa? We don't know your race, nigga. You're not our race. That's the point here. You stealing, trying to steal money of what happened to Africans when you are not African. Nigga, you are a child of the fucking enslaver. You are the arch enemy of the Maroons of my race. It was never different. Those continental Africans don't know that you are the fucking enemy. Go talk to them. Come talk to me, Maroon. Let's leave it at that, man. Fake. Here, 1977. Black man is African. Singing this on Jamaica. And these dumb niggas, I've seen the CEO. Yeah, man, they hating us, man, because we black. Nigga, you not black to us. To us, you are a white man. All your expression is white. You have no fucking culture. Even the Django is from South America. It means gangster. Even the word akata, to us is not a cuss word. You're too stupid. You have no language. You thought you're gonna come to Africa and make Maroon movies, Haitian movies, like you're representing the Haitians. Is Tariq Nasheed representing the Haitians while he is making 1804 and movies of Haiti? Many people on internet think and thought Tariq Nasheed was Haitian when he made the movie 1804. Speaking around in interviews and everywhere like he was Haitians, like he represented the Haitians, while he hates them to the core. Going to Jamaica, stealing shit over there, making CDs and videos, going back to America and then cussing them out. That's what they are. That's their ancestors, nigga. That's why I speak like this. Their ancestors are cowards. That's the real talk. My race destroyed their ancestors because they were together with the soldiers with the colonizers, the so-called white men, Caucasians. Negroes did that. Go on Jamaica and ask the Jamaican who the Rastamans in the mountains were fighting against Negro army of the British crown. Those same Negroes are in North America there. Okay, coming to South America. Go and read Willie Lynch. We don't care how bad or how soft your slavery was. We don't recognize you even as being human. You are the enemy of my ancestors, nigga. That's what you need to know, fucking Tariq Nasheed and your foundational bug broken bitch asses over there. Kolenboelers denken je komt dingen pakken. Ga daar doodvallen, boy. Kabulenski bitch ass niggas. Let's hear it, man.
Nicer hair. Nicer hair.
And Tariq, his race says they have good hair. Go ask them. Go to a city Negro, even in Suriname or wherever in America. They will tell you they have good hair because they are 20% mixed, just like Tariq Nasheed is saying. He's 20% Caucasian, but you speaking on Africans, you are the enemy of my race. You are the colonizer. Begging for money, just like you was begging for money to make Hidden Color movie and then come out saying you are a billionaire because your race is stupid. They will sponsor the movie and then go to watch the movie and pay for it. Pay for Tariq Nasheed to build a fake museum with African artifacts in it, and then go and pay for it to go and see those African stuff. And so these people are sick. They are even sicker than those so-called Israelites who went and stole the Lion of Judah, made up a 12th tribe. The 12th tribe is from my race in Suriname. It's called Twalufulo. Even that they went and stole it and when they're trying to make movie. Yeah. Speaking of the devil. Nigga, there's the real talk. These people were never my race. They have fought my race in Suriname and South America for 500 years. That's what we know. They are called city Negroes. Negertjes, bakabusi negertjes, backwoods niggers. That's their name even in Suriname. Army of the colonizer. What they do is come and they would act like they escaped the plantation, run into the jungle, and then signal the colonizers where my people were, so they would come and destroy the plantations. Let me show you. Maybe you think it's a joke. I've got one here. Let's see it immediately, man. Let's see it immediately where I got it. Europe. Oh yeah, this is after slavery. They went and destroyed Africa. Many of those stupid niggas don't even know that. Here, Kingdom of Kush. That's why these niggas, they even these so-called black Americans, they stole it going around. We used to be king because the Benin Kingdom, Ghana Kingdom, they went and now it's like that. They were not you, nigga. You are a child of the colonizer. The way I feel, you will never feel. Because you are not me, nigga. You are a totally different race. I see niggas with a Mexican wife and his children coming out saying he's African. Nigga, your children are not African. They are Vietnamese, nigga. Crooked Mouth and Phil Scott, your children are Mexicans. So go save Mexicans over there. You're not African. You are a fucking psyop of the CIA coming on internet acting like you're African, taking trips to Africa to collect information for the fucking FBI. That's what I'm saying. The same thing as 500 years ago. That's why they have Maroon. Maroon was an escaped slave. It's a fucking lie. If a Negro would escape the plantation, come to my territory, he would go to his fucking grave because he's the enemy from the army. Or we would send them back. Nigga? Continental Africans don't know these stories. They think everybody in America is the no, nigga. We have real tribes, just like in Africa. Let's see if I can find it. Here, the Maroons were communities formed by so-called escapes. It's a lie. They were Maroon. They were already in the jungle. When the white man came there, they called us Aboriginal. And then they said many of the Africans who came there, they jumped away on a rifle. They jumped away from the boats and ran into the jungle. After that, they made up the story about people running away from plantation. Bunch of foolery. This is the enemy writing all this. You see? Who fled Dutch plantation? We were there before the Dutch came there. My first treaty was in 1620. The Dutch came to Suriname, South America in 1685 or 1680 or something. My people were already there for hundreds of years. That's why they said the Portuguese left my people behind after they couldn't find any reason why we were there. Because they say Africans were not able to build boats and go to America on their own. Yeah. You see that? From let me bring this closer, man. You see, even the guerrilla war against colonial power, even in from 1715 to late 1700s, it was like 300-400 years that we were fighting there. And these niggas, we had to rise up in 1526, and this niggas, your business. We don't know you. We have our own land, real land, with gold and everything, just like those people in Africa. There was no Suriname. Suriname is made up in 1873. My land was called Njuka, just like you will see my tribal name there. You see? Here. And the guerrilla war against colonial power. From 1715 to the late 1700s, the Dutch fought repeated campaign to crush the Maroons. Didn't work, right? Often with brutal tactics, burning villages. This is what the black hunters were doing. The FBA. This is what the FBA were doing, and the ADOS. Plantation Negroes. Burning villages. That's what they were doing for the colonizers. Offering rewards for scalps of Maroon warriors. What did I say? They would come into the jungle and kill my people to prove to the colonizer that they could defeat my people. That's what they're trying to do right now, trying to show the colonizer that they can defeat Africans. While they were the one who was fucked in the ass for 400 years and trying to collaborate everybody in it. We were all never. You are cursed. My God hates your people. Your God is not my God. Your ancestors definitely are not my ancestors. They are enemy of my ancestors. Never forget that, nigga. You see here? When I was saying the guerrilla war against colonial power, offering rewards for scalps of Maroon warriors, importing foreign soldiers to hunt the Maroon through the rainforest. Where did they get those soldiers? From North America. The five civilized tribes. You see here the 1760 treaty and 1762, because 1760 is for Ohkano, and the other one is for Saramacanos in 1762. They are a different tribe. They speak more Portuguese. And even the Negroes in Suriname cannot even understand the Saramacano tribe. If these people don't even speak my language, they don't understand my culture. What they will say if they see my people is the same thing the colonizer white man was saying. They are praying to that tree, so they don't understand what culture is, what our culture is. And this crooked mouth, crazy, sick boy, and Phil Scott is gonna come out. But that's not the nigga. Your definition of your whole existence come from the white man, so called, because white man simply means wise man, to have knowledge. It's a status. Black man is a man with balaki, the slave. Ba means dad. That's why I have baba, like dada is daddy. The lackey, that's you, nigga. The slave, you lack. You lack everything. You have nothing. That's why they taking everything from you. And you have a lack. Lack that car. It means paint that car. You are painted. You have a lack. Balak. Colored. These faggots think they gonna do this and then come and everything will be alright. Never. Yeah. Expect your ending like your ancestors, nigga. They will be lynching you more. If they were lynching 10 Americans right now, we will tell our God that they must lynch 100 a day. Your fucking enemy is gonna come out here making movie like we the same people. Are you stupid? These niggas will even go to the continent and act like they are Maroons. These are devils. They think, and when I say devil, it's not the way you people mean. I mean real, like I told you, my God put you into slavery. It's not a joke. Nigga, all this ankh and you stealing the ankele, calling it cross, all those things are stolen in the 16th, 17th century by these people from East Africa. Even your alphabet that is written there is called Arabian alphabet. My alphabet is called Afaka. I have 56 letters. What do you have? 26. Read what is written there. Who was killing the Maroons when they would wait when we go hunting. When the men would go to hunt, they would come and then kill all the children and the women and burn down the village so that my people would have to move from there. That is what black people was doing against Africans in Suriname, nigga. That's why when you see these niggas come on YouTube, what will they do? Africa was the pyramids were built by black people. They won't say African people because that's to steal it later on, just like they trying to do now. Africans were not black. We were the black ones. Since when? Since when was a mulatto black? You are mulatto. You have 20% of white man blood. The one you call the devil. You said the white man is the devil, but you have his blood. Who is then that devil? Why do you think you have the characteristics of the devil? You say. These niggas says the white man is the devil, but they're trying to be the white man, so-called white man, because they are called Caucasian. White man simply means to be wise. It's a German word, wise. It means the color like white over there, so they pertain the name to themselves. We the Caucasian will be the white man, and you will be the black man, because you know shit, you don't know jack. Nigga? Let's hear it, man.
What is
so that
what, nicer hair? What is
so that
what does that mean?
So that is associated. They're basically saying that. So that
what does that mean? Nicer
hair or putting on a straight hair wig. I think those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white, that's why she has nicer hair.
See that? That's called plantation syndrome. Yeah, I have to become white. And they think everybody wants to be like them. Raped and hanged for 400 years.
So that
what does that mean?
So that is associated. They're basically saying that European hair looks better than black hair. That's kind of what they're
what is
so that
what does that mean?
So that is associated. They're basically saying that European hair looks better than black hair. That's kind of what they're subconsciously saying. I don't think they get that.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Right, but we got to think about like what is nice hair. Like people equate nice hair.
They have inferiority complex. They feel inferior and they think because they are inferior in America, they're gonna go and try to fight the Caribbeans and Jamaicans. Since when did your people win anything but marching like a bitch? These faggots will march like a fucking bitch with 40 million people and come and talk like you mean anything. Maybe to those stupid people over there, you are only black to those Caucasians over there in North America, nigga. All your expression, Tariq Nasheed and your FBA Eidos, is white man expression. Go and play your jazz. And by the way, the drums you're using, drum was invented by Africans, so you cannot use it anymore. The drumsticks you're using to play jazz and blues is created by the Africans. You cannot use it anymore. Your guitar that was turned into electric guitar, it was created by Africans. Even my parents, my forefathers were creating those stuff in the jungle over there, making it with making guitar over there. It's not yours. The shoes you're wearing, it started with sandals. Sandals were created by whom? Africans. All those things you have to give them back. Even the hair on your head is African hair, so you have to give it back. None of it is yours. You are the child of the colonizer FBA and Eidos. So behave like your forefathers and ancestors used to do and go out there and that's what you're already doing. Attacking Africans and Caribbean people. Just like you were attacking the Rastaman in the mountain in Jamaica. Go ask the Rastaman who was fighting against them in Akongpong and Moortown. Don't you hear the tone of the people there in Akongpong? Moortown. I'm from Maroon. I've shown it in another. Maroon is in Africa. That's why you have Ohkano here, because they are black. They are mixed with Africans. They are from North Africa. Berbers there with the Berbers, Amazi, those people. That now you understand why they will say it was a black civilization, and at the end is the same trick like the Native American narrative. These people are not Indians, they are not Arawak, they are not Taino, they are Native Americans. And then they placed into the American law, anybody born in America is a Native American. 50 years from now, these Caucasians will say, nigga, I'm the Native American. No, that I thought it was the Indian. No, man. Here, according to, not even according to the law, they won't even mention it. They will just tell you they are the Native Americans, the original Americans, just like they went to Africa and say they are the Afrikaners. Australia from Austria. That's us, Aboriginal land. Hey, Tariq Nasheed, those Aboriginals, are they allowed to be black? The Australian Aboriginals, are they even allowed to be black? They have to go and ask the so-called black Americans, man, if they are allowed to use those words, man, because the black Americans are the ancient one. They didn't just get released like a fucking dog from a cage in 1873. Even in Suriname in 1863, after slavery, those slaves had to work for 10 years on, and they did it because they are cowards. Enemy of my ancestors, nigga. That's why I speak freely, bitch. These niggas are broken Negroes, and they think anybody wants to be raped like they were raped. How stupid must you be, nigga? Isn't that what you were saying to Hassan Campbell? When Hassan Campbell came out and said he was gangster, y'all said he could not be gangster because he was misused by African Babata. Remember that? And that nigga name is also one of the founders so-called of hip-hop. His name is Afrika Bambata. Why didn't he use FBA Bambata? Of F Bambata? Why didn't he use that? Tariq Nasheed, why didn't you make your Hidden Color movies about FBA? You made it about the Moors of Europe. Are you in Europe? I am in Europe now. Here in the Netherlands. I was born with European papers. In America, South America there. Are you the European black people now? The most of Europe are in England over there. Those same people you're cussing out, Jamaicans and Nigerian and Ghanaian. That's how stupid, and not even, they are devils. They even stole the Bible like it was theirs. The Ankh is from East Africa. Those people where you see in Ethiopia right now, Ethiopia was not there. Ethiopia was where Kenya is now. Ghana used to be where Mali is now. Ancient Ghana Empire. Close to Morocco there, Timbuktu. Even today, my people will make gari just like the Ghanaian make gari in the jungle in South America. And even these Moroccan people will make couscous. It seems different because it's been now like 1200 years ago. What? Yes. It was like 1200 years ago that Ghana Empire was there. What you now see there is remnant of Ghanaian. You see there in North Africa. Not when I say Ghanaian, it's now called Ghanaian or whatever. A time it was the Soninke kingdom, so it would change. The Romans came there, the Turkish people came there, the so-called and the Sephardim and Ashkenazi Jews came there. That's why they still claim Gaza, right, and Israel, just like the Caucasian claiming America. Is it theirs? No. Will they give it back? No. They will tell you that they are the original people of the place, just like they do everywhere, like in Australia and even in Africa. These people told Malema that Malema was not African. He came from the north. He was not South African. What? If he came from the north, it's still in Africa, right? Yeah.
With
you hear it
like
for yourself.
Looser hair, the tighter hair like mine, they don't call my hair nice hair. So that
what does that mean?
So that is associated. They're basically saying that European hair looks better than black hair. That's kind of what they're subconsciously saying. I don't think
that's exactly what they're saying.
Right, but we got to think about like what is nice hair. Like people equate nice hair with like looser hair. The tighter hair like mine, they don't call my hair nice hair. So
yeah, which is wrong.
And exactly, that's why these niggas all will always attack you. That's why I don't know why the continental Africans will have these people even come to Africa. Because they are not allowed to come into the interior of Suriname. Where we live in Njuka, where I saw, Negroes are not allowed there. Just like Wodemaya went to a place, he saw that no white men allowed. It is Negroes not allowed, because for us, a Negro is a white man. That's why I don't know why these niggas coming out asking for reparations. Africans were in slavery and Negroes, children of the colonizer, with 20% so-called white man blood, 30% white man blood. But you want reparation when you are the one who was killing the slaves with your army? There is no other devil than the one you see over there. If the devil is not a man, then who is he? Exactly, the foundational buck-broken American. Foundational butt-hurt American. You have no fucking culture. Your culture is smash and grab, nigga. Let me go out and kill a nigga. Yeah. I'm gonna kill a nigga, man. And the ones who hurt these people is walking around. These niggas are attacking Africans and Caribbeans, Jamaicans on internet. But the Caucasian who killed their forefathers is sleeping next to them. That's how cowardice these people are, nigga. That's their nature. They are cowards. Bitch-made niggas. Trying to claim other people's success. There was no civil war, man. It was us fighting against the Caucasian, man. What? Nigga, you was the army of the Caucasian. Are you stupid? These people think everybody, because they got a black collar like those other people, they are as stupid as they are. That's why I'm here making these videos for everybody from the continent to know that those people are not my race. Those people you are bringing to Africa, like children coming back, those are the children of the colonizer. The only Africans I know in America living in the jungle. Just like the Rastaman. Where does the Rastaman live? In the jungle. Nigga? Is the Rastaman accepted in normal society in Jamaica? No. Even in Suriname, you are not allowed to have Rasta hair and go to school. They will cut it off. Because you're not allowed to have African culture where plantations are. So I don't know how these people were Africans. My people were, in our treaty, we had to stay 10 hours away from plantation. Otherwise, it's war. If they close us within that 10 hours from they go away, it's war. Any Negro step into our territory is war grave. That's what we know. All this fuckery, bitch made niggas come. Nigga, come and tell me you are. Come step close to me and come and tell you talk, boy. Go and ask those Negroes what is gonna happen. Go to the prison in Suriname and go watch if they will place city Negroes with bush Negroes. Yeah, city Negroes are sleeping under the fucking bed. Because they are fucking cowards like you, Tariq Nasheed, and you bitch-made nigga, foundational bitch-made Americans. That's what I see, nigga. Let's.
All right, Aneta, lock the doors, because what I'm about to say is going to upset some people right next here. Okay. Christopher Columbus did.
Exactly. This is the iPhone Ansertema book. He is Guyana man. Guyanese from British Guyana, where Suriname was Dutch Guyana and French Guyana. It was one Guyana, and then the colonizer had war and they split it up just like they did with Africa. So they would have smaller chunks to fight against, just like those stupid Negroes in North America. Right now you're laughing about the Somalis. The Somalis will sit home and watch you hang. When the next George Floyd will be hanged, the Somalis will be laughing, nigga. If a Somali could help you, the police is killing you, as that Somali will laugh and maybe assist the police officer. Like, you need help? That's where we at it, nigga. You think you can go back? Never. The small bit leeway you had is done, nigga. That's what you don't understand with you fuck jack off FBA fuck and ADOS fuck shit.
Not discover America. All right, Aneta, lock the doors, because what I'm about to say is going to upset some people right next here. Okay. Christopher Columbus did not discover America. Exactly. I mean, never mind the question of like how you can discover a place where the inhabitants are watching you arrive from the shore. Yeah, they weren't wearing pants. Is that what somebody said? I like that. So anyway, there were actually many other mariners before Columbus that discovered America as well. Decades earlier, even eons earlier, there were so.
What did he say? Mariners. Maroon, because we live next to the water. Anywhere you go to a Maroon village, you will see that they live next to the water because we build boats. Yeah. The rivers is our highway. The ocean is our highway. We are the masters of the sea. Hey, they have no soul. And this dumb jack off, so a stupid Negro would come, but we play soul music. Yeah. Where we come from, soul is spirit. When my race say you have no soul, they mean you have no spirit, you have no God. That's why you are a born liar. That's why you can come out here and lie, because you are the devil. If you had culture, you would know that you were already cursed. You think it's a joke? Ask your forefathers why you went into slavery if you was not cursed. All these things, they are using the Bible is not yours. Does the Bible work when these Caucasians read it? No. Go to my people and let them use the Bible. You will see how fast things will happen. Nigga, and I don't mean black Americans. They are not my fucking race. They are the enemy of the Maroons.
Many people that were coming across these islands and this continent. But it's only been in the last century that evidence has surfaced and continually grown to indicate. All right, Aneta, lock the doors, because what I'm about to say is going to...
Check the title. The African Discovery of America, Black Before Columbus Came. What? Dan von Hoyle. The African Discovery of America. Who discovered America? Even if there were black people there before Columbus, what were they? Exactly, Africans. Only Africans can be Negro. A Negro is a broken African. If you went to the plantation, you would become mixed with the European. They would call you Negro. Yeah. That meant that you had no beginning nor no end. They don't know what makes you are or where you come from. So you have no culture. Even in my culture, they will tell you you have no flag. You have no alliance, because today you are white, tomorrow you could say you are black. Where do you stand in life? Nobody knows. Nigga? Fuck is wrong with these crazy sick people? Just know that you are cursed, son. Yeah, let's leave
to
that you don't.
upset some people right next here. Okay. Christopher Columbus did not discover America. Exactly. I mean, never mind the question of like how you can discover a place where the inhabitants are watching you arrive from the shore. Yeah, they weren't wearing pants. Is that what somebody said? I like that. So anyway, there were actually many other mariners before Columbus that discovered America as well. Decades earlier, even eons earlier, there were so many people that were coming across these islands and this continent. But it's only been in the last century that evidence has surfaced and continually grown to indicate that many of these pre-Columbian explorers might have come from Africa. So the first scientist to promote this possibility was Leo Wiener. Born in Russia, Wiener immigrated to the United States in the late 19th century on his way to British Honduras, where he planned to open a vegetarian commune. Well, when that turned out not to be the dream job he expected, he moved back to the United States and he became a professor at Harvard University, as one does. But in his time in Mesoamerica, he started noticing things. There are lots of things that led him to encounter certain discoveries that made him consider that possibly if the origins of American civilization might actually be in Africa. So he observed so many linguistic and botanical and other similarities that between 1920 and 1922, he published an
Nigga, the simple proof is the same pyramids you have in Africa over there. Even where I come from, there is pyramid in South America. There is even pyramids like in Africa is in South America. Yeah, we know everybody. Yeah, nobody I know will ever respect a black American again, ever. You was already the fucking enemy now. All this treaty stuff we had with your forefather is done. Nigga?
three-volume piece called Africa and the Discovery of America. Now, unfortunately, this is the 1920s, so as yet, no serious archaeological evidence had been done to, or work had been done to support his botanical theories, because everyone knows over raiding tombs in Egypt and things like that. Nod to Howard Carter. So he didn't have a whole lot of other stuff than the names to support him. However, he knew that other clues must exist. For example, he pointed out that Columbus himself was aware that African mariners had preceded him. In his diary of his second voyage, Columbus tells of how the natives of Hispaniola actually had given him gold-tipped metal spearheads that they said were brought by black-skinned people who had come in large boats from the south and southeast.
What did he say? There were black people in the fucking jungle over there. Africans were going already into the Americas doing business since time of Kangkang Musa. No, even I've seen a video where they saying Kangkang Musa was a white man. Nigga. Even someone said the ancient Ghana, nobody knows if it was really those same people from Ghana today. That's why they calling themselves Ghana. My people are Ankana, Kano. People are That's why I told them, don't you see? The Caucasian is going around trying to discover things because they have no culture. I don't have to go and discover anything because my God will tell me that if it's necessary. Yes. Nigga. My people don't have to go out there and my God gave us our alphabet. We did not make it up. Really, really, really. The same God I'm telling you that is gonna destroy you there, that put you in slavery. He gave us our alphabet. In the jungle. Nigga, cause we have God, you don't. All this Ankh and Ankele that you're stealing, the cross is African. You will bring it back. You will lay it down. All your churches are fake. Oh, we are speaking in tongue is fake. Go to my people and watch what speaking in tongue is. When you're speaking in tongue, it must be a real language that everybody can understand. Otherwise, it's Bakru, is the devil. Yeah, if you come out here in the church speaking something that nobody understands, it's the devil. You stupid, it's not your culture. All these things we used to do these churches on Saturday in the jungle. Yeah, that's where you Caucasian came and stole everything and gave it to you, just like they gave you the face of black music with hip-hop, promoting hip-hop on MTV while shunning the Jamaican music. Jamaican used to play mento and soca before reggae, just like Trinidadian. If you see a Trinidadian, you will think it's a Jamaican. If you see a St. Martin guy and he's speaking, you will think it's a Jamaican. If you go to Guyana, he's speaking, you'll think it's a Jamaican. Nigga, our treaty from the Ohkano and Suriname, African had to be brought from Africa to Jamaica, and then they signed a treaty with the Jamaican Maroons, and they took those people to come and talk to my people, because we don't speak Dutch and their language, nigga. Are you crazy? Go there and try to understand Samaka Patwa, which y'all say is Patwa. Go and understand the Samaka over there.
Coincidence? I think not. No. So what's interesting about that, so upon returning to Spain, is that he actually took the spearheads and he sent them away, and they had them assayed, and it turned out to be that these spearheads were covered in this metal, this alloy that the inhabitants called guanin, and the metallurgists actually found out that this was an alloy of
guanin. Are those people not in Ghana?
32 parts. It was like 18 of gold, 6 of silver, 8 of copper, which, dun dun dun, matched the metal used in spearheads made in Western Africa for thousands of years, as carried by medieval African warriors, including the Mali and the Moors. The West Africans even called this metal guanine.
What did he say? The Malian and the Moors. What did they put those together? Is Morocco not where Mali is? Moorish land? Go check in Brazil how they are mixing up. All those black people in Brazil are now becoming mulatto. because they are mixing with the native so-called Americans and the Portuguese over there. Go and look Brazzaville, Congo. You dumbass niggas.
In Africa for thousands of years, as carried by medieval African warriors, including the Mali and the Moors. The West Africans even called this metal guanine, the same name used by the natives of Hispaniola. But nothing more was said about that. Conspiracy. Well, probably because, in the interest of Spain, it was in their best interest that they didn't want to have any challenges to their discovery and the claims to the islands of the West Indies. Well, as the poem goes, or it should anyway, in 1493, Columbus stole all he could see. Yeah, so on his second voyage, which was 10 times larger than the first, Columbus went on a frantic but unsuccessful island-hopping trip to find gold and spices. He carried along several natives from his newly discovered San Salvador, which the inhabitants called Guanahanvi. Another island that the natives pointed out was really large and was called Soameto. Soameto. Now, Columbus continued going around whimsically renaming every island he could find. But, Leo Wiener, being the curious person and the linguist that he was and the etymologist, he
What did he say? They were going around changing the names of the people and the land. Yeah, just like they came up with, they saw my people there, Maro, Wina, Maro, Maroons, and all those stuff. We don't know you niggas.
couldn't help noticing that the origin of these many place names and botanical names in Mesoamerica actually sounded distinctly like other languages in Africa, particularly Bantu and even Arabic. Wiener and numerous other botanists have also puzzled over the presence of certain plants that predated Columbus but originated in Africa. For example, the calabash bottle gourds. Now, this is a species originally from West Africa, where they were well cultivated in America before Europeans arrived. Now, even long before they existed in Indonesia or Polynesia. So, in fact, the Pacific was the last place that bottle gourds actually reached and expanded to. Pardon my covfefe. Well, if it were not for transatlantic trade, pre-Columbian times, it would be very difficult to explain how certain plants, such as the yam, the sweet potato, domesticated cotton, peanuts, and tobacco, reached both West Africa and the Americas. The spread of the plantain is particularly noteworthy because it could not remain viable if it was carried in salt water. Well, in the 1640s, a Brazilian botanist named George Margrave. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Speaking of botany, Ricola. Yeah, there we go. So thank you very much. So the Brazilian botanist George Margrave wrote that the establishment of a particular varieties of plantains in this region stands as a strong argument for ancient maritime contact between the Americas and Africa. That's bananas. B-A-N-A-S. That's right. Thank you. All right. Excuse me. Arts and languages. That's going to be good for the video. All right, fix and pose. All right, use a cough drop. Okay, so how do these plants and languages and other cultural elements get to the Americas? Well, some believe. So what's that? Well, you're cheating. Well, some people believe that, over thousands of years, Africans migrated out of Africa and then over the Bering Strait, then down into South America, and things like that. Well, another explanation exists, and so get ready.
Where did they say that the people were? Down in South America, not in North America, crazy. When you come out here and say you are foundational black American, that's why I'm telling you, you're not my race, nigga. Just be sure of that when you go out there and make your reparation claim, that you state that clearly. Nigga, that you are the enemy of my ancestors. You were in the army of the colonizer. That's what we know. For 500 years, you've been fighting my people, capturing them in the jungle and bringing them to the plantation in Paramaribo over there. That's what we know, nigga.
There you you go. Let it out of your system. Awesome. Africans had ships. In fact, they had 4 kinds of. They had unbelievable. They had a shipload.
What? African has ships? My grandfather used to build these things. I've seen a video where I saw a wooden machine in Nigeria. My grandfather used to build those things. Even my grandfather's son, till today he is building things. Are you sick? These incompetent fools thinks everybody is like them because we have the same skin color. Now get the fuck on, nigga. You didn't mention skin color when you was killing the Africans in America to steal their history and now trying to be like it's you. It's not you. If you are African, tell us your God name. If I mention my God, if even the king Nitonubu, if a king of Nigeria or Ghana or Benin go to Jamaica to Akong Pong, immediately they will say, oh, Akong Pong, Akpakpong is this, they are here. No, you're a small boy, you James Small.
Vessels. And
maybe you think you're lowering me out saying these are small children knowledge. Yeah, these are stories that my grandfathers used to tell when we were at the campfire. My grandfather was the first one to buy a television in Maroon in Suriname. He was the first one to buy a truck in Maroon, Suriname. My grandfather has his own village. I can bring you to the village today now. You stupid. If I am in France, Guyana, if I cross the river, I can see the French side where I live. We all live next to the river. If I cross the river and the gendarmerie of the French will come to me, many times they will come to me when I'm cross because I make music. They will come, I just point to my village and say, oh no, my grandfather is Apuyu. Ale. It's done because they know, oh, it's the Maroons, man. We don't carry no paper because we were already hundreds of years we were there. It's crazy sickness, not even sick devils. That's what I see, nigga. Only cursed people who do this thing.
They had away. The anchors away. So in fact, they had 4 kinds of Africa, and then over the Bering Strait, then down into South America, and things like that. Well, excuse me. All right, yeah. Okay, so how do these plants and languages, that's going to be good for the video. All right, fix and pose. All right, use the cough drop. Okay, so how do these plants and languages and other cultural elements get to the Americas? Well, some believe, so what's that? Well, you're cheating. Well, some people believe that, over thousands of years, Africans migrated out of Africa and then over the Bering Strait, then down into South America, and things like that. Well, another explanation exists, and so get ready. There you go. Let it out of your system. Awesome. Africans had ships. In fact, they had 4 kinds of. They had unbelievable. They had a shipload of vessels, and they had away. The anchors away. So in fact, they had 4 kinds of vessels, and Nubian pottery. This is an example of Nubian pottery with a painting on it that shows a long-hold pottery art. That shows either a long-hold boat or a papyrus raft or a hulled-out canoe. And then this other painting beside it is from, the first one was from 3000 BC, and this is a bird's eye view of an oared riverboat East Africa. In Chad. And it dates from 3500 BCE. Now, the Africans of Guinea also had dugout canoes hewn from these monumental trees on the coast there. In 1500, just a few years after Columbus's voyage, the Portuguese captain Pacheco Pereira wrote, "In this country can be found the largest canoes made of a single trunk. Some are so large that they hold 80 men." Now, the West Africans were known to lash 2 dugout canoes together, side by side, and no one questions the seaworthiness of a similar type of Polynesian catamarans. Well, here's a 15th century Portuguese painting of sailing canoes on the Congo estuary. The Portuguese, like Captain Pereira, had heard that African traders were visiting Brazil in the mid-1400s. So to demonstrate that mariners from West Africa could have sailed to the Americas using papyrus vessels as early as 2000 BCE, Norwegian adventurer Tor Heyerdahl actually used ancient shipbuilding techniques in order to construct and sail the Ra 1 and the Ra 2 in 1969 and 70. And generally, some type of sailing vessel will average about 100 miles per day, even without sails. And in an ocean current, something like a raft or a reed boat can average about 60 miles a day. Now, Islamic historian Amir Hajib reported that voyages west from Mali were happening in the year 1311, just 150 years before Columbus. Now, when he asked the Mali emperor, shown here, incidentally, holding a globe of the world made of solid gold.
Exactly, who is selling hip-hop today? Who is god of hip-hop? Eminem or Tupac, nigga? Columbus was brought there by an African, a Moor, you stupid. These Moor were living here in Spain, that's why you have Zwarte Piet, Blackamang, you dumbo. Go tell these Caucasians in the Netherlands who own New York that Blackamang, black, Zwarte comes from you people, the foundational bug-broken Americans. We don't know that, nigga. We thought you was a pitiful people who was being raped and was being killed on the streets in North America. That's what the world thought. That's why they had sympathy for you. Thought so, nigga. Just saying.
I asked him, well, tell me about this rumor about Atlantic travel. And he said that his predecessor had commissioned an expedition with 200 ships filled with men and a similar number with gold and water and enough provisions for 2 years. And he said, go out and find something. And if you don't come back, so you find something or you run out of food. And unfortunately, only one ship returned, and the captain told the emperor that we sailed for a very long time until we met what seemed like a river with a strong current flowing in the open sea. I was the last ship, and I turned where I was and did not enter the current. The others disappeared. I do not know what became of them. So, well, this story seems to describe the trade wind-driven equatorial current, or the Canary Current. Now, I apologize if anyone has any cats on their lap at the moment, but so we basically have two rivers, two circular rivers in the ocean here, and you can see it's very easy for Africans from the south and the Angola regions to come up towards the equator and going westwards, or from the western coast of Africa north of the equator to go eastwards along that same current. But you know, this Mercator projection doesn't really, in terms of cartography, Boo Mercator, it really doesn't do it justice. So let me just, I did this little animation for you to show that they could have taken the Canary Current up and around, and then they go over they fall off the edge of the earth, and then they come back and they make landfall back again in Cape Verde. So it is definitely possible. So I definitely had to do that. Now, at least a dozen explorers, including Constantine Ravenous, reported to go eastwards along that same current. But you know, this Mercator projection doesn't really, in terms of cartography, Boo Mercator, it really doesn't do it justice. So let me just, I did this little animation for you to show that they could have taken the Canary Current up and around, and then they go over they fall off the edge of the earth, and then they come back and they make landfall back again in Cape Verde. So it is definitely possible. So I definitely had to do that. Now, at least a dozen explorers, including Constantine Ravenous, reported seeing blacks upon reaching the New World. In fact, in 1513, Spanish explorer Vasco Núñez de Balboa, who you might know because people named a very popular dance after him. Anyway, so when Balboa was there, he said he met members of a tribe of Ethiopians in Panama. And according to Balboa's log, these men came from a totally black village that was 2 days' journey away. And he figured that these blacks had come from Ethiopia at a much earlier date. So there are also examples of physical evidence, including pre-Columbian African skeletons, which have been found throughout the Americas. Now, dating between 800 BCE and 300 CE, these murals are from the Temple of the Warriors at Chichen Itza. Now, they clearly feature, the color version is easier to see, but they clearly feature three races. And it's depicting black and Indian allies and a battle against white invaders. Now, because of their long blonde hair jewelry, a skin-hulled boat that we have here, right there, and also the fact that they're fighting naked, which was common for warriors from Ireland, they believe that these are Celtic warriors. And because this mural shows that blacks are clearly fighting on the side of the Mayans, that they must have been integrated into society much longer before this painting was done in order to form that.
You're black Indians, nigga. And for those who thought it was, yeah, let's leave it at that. Because they want to see a Caucasian come and explain and then they will believe. But anyways, man, let's hear it.
Form of alliance. Now, there are numerous pre-Columbian figures throughout the Americas. Now, dating between 800 BCE and 300 CE, these murals are from the Temple of the Warriors at Chichen Itza. Now, they clearly feature, the color version is easier to see, but they clearly feature three races. And it's depicting black and Indian allies and a battle against white invaders. Now, because of their long blonde hair jewelry, a skin-hulled boat that we have here, right there, and also the fact that they're fighting naked, which was common for warriors from Ireland, they believe that these are Celtic warriors. And because this mural shows that blacks are clearly fighting on the side of the Mayans, that they must have been integrated into society much longer before this painting was done in order to form that form of alliance. Now, there are numerous pre-Columbian figurines with striking similarities to ancient African artwork, and they've been found in Central and South America. In southeastern Mexico, there are 18 rock statues of heads up to 11 feet tall that are facing the ocean.
Check the Benimba skulls over there that are even in the museum today. Just saying.
Looking east. Now, archaeologists call them the Olmec colossal heads after the people that society much longer before this painting was done in order to form that form of alliance. Now, there are numerous pre-Columbian figurines with striking similarities to ancient African artwork, and they've been found in Central and South America. In southeastern Mexico, there are 18 rock statues of heads up to 11 feet tall that are facing the ocean looking east. Now, archaeologists call them the Olmec colossal heads after the people that carved them, and they were...
Are these Africans or maybe FBA, man? Yeah.
produced for 50 to 200 years and date from at least 900 BCE when they were mysteriously buried for some reason. So now think about it. It took enormous effort to quarry these. The smallest one was 6 tons, so 6 to 50 ton blocks, to quarry them and carry them 75 miles away from the quarry, and then carve them and then erect them. These people that they modeled them after must have been important. Whoever they were, they must have been important to be remembered or obeyed or worshipped. Well, Jose Meglia Serrano, the archaeologist who first uncovered them, he pointed out that facial features look amazingly like African blacks, and they all display distinctive headgear or protective helmets. Now, however, some people...
I thought they look like Tariq Nasheed, man. He said they look like African blacks, nigga. Let's hear. Hey, Tariq Nasheed, I thought they would have 20% of Caucasian blood just like you, man. Yeah, let's hear it.
Think that these took enormous effort to quarry these. The smallest one was 6 tons, so 6 to 50 ton blocks, to quarry them and carry them 75 miles away from the quarry, and then carve them and then erect them. These people that they modeled them after must have been important. Whoever they were, they must have been important to be remembered or obeyed or worshipped. Well, Jose Meglia Serrano, the archaeologist who first uncovered them, he pointed out that facial features look amazingly like African blacks, and they all display distinctive headgear or protective helmets. Now, however, some people think that these are actually the facial figures of overweight babies. Yeah, I think they needed to wear helmets when they were babies, if they think that. So, yeah. And then still others find it easier to believe that instead of Africans, those depicted or responsible for these sculptures, and as well as the Mesoamerican pyramids, were not African Americans, but dun dun dun. So
every time it comes to my people, it must be aliens. Yeah, just saying. Of course they are aliens. That's why they are being kicked out of America, right? Immigrants are aliens, right? So they are right somewhere there. Just saying.
Why is it that so many people have never heard of this alternative of American discovery by the continent's nearest neighbors to the east? Racism! So, I mean, look, now the thing, exactly, whoa, where'd all the continents go? So, this is, look at how close this is. I mean, white people don't think that you could go, this is closer compared to more than twice the distance that Columbus sailed. This will win a drink for you in a bar game sometime. Which state is closest to Africa? Maine. Yeah, look. See, there you got to need a globe for this. Look at that. You know, versus, yeah, geometry. Science. There you go. So anyway, so very few Americans know this, and why is this? So having examined textbooks throughout for years up until 2018, James W. Lowen says that although some books cite the alternative possibility that Vikings, Norse, or even Irish may have reached America first, not one textbook, old or new, mentions the West Africans. So whether or not you give any credence to this admittedly controversial Afrocentric theory, it's obvious that Columbus was not the first to discover America, but the last. So why did he make such an indelible mark on Western people's minds? Well, conquest may have a lot to do with it. Right, Eurocentrism. Unlike the mundanity of perhaps thousands of years of peaceful African transatlantic trade, the quest for gold and world domination makes a much better story. And, the good Queen Isabella was so proud of her fella that she immediately equipped Columbus with 17 ships, 1,500 men, 200 cannons, crossbows, cavalry, and even 20 attack dogs for a second voyage. And another, and another. The story of Columbus remains the most widely accepted version of American discovery, most likely because it was the most recent, the most well-armed, the most documented, and the most similar in appearance to the authors of American textbooks.
Like I said, how can the enemy write stories about my race, nigga? And you accepting it means that you are more stupid than they are to think that I would accept it. Nigga, go look Maroon in Suriname and everything. In the jungle, yes. Nigga, when I was telling you these people came there, they said my people were aboriginal. It's not Tariq Nasheed, it's Maroons. Maroons live in the jungle. We built everything from boats to cities. You jack off. What the fuck on, nigga?
And one other thing that should be pointed out here is that in the years after Columbus discovered America, in 400 years, 20 million Africans were stripped from the coast of Africa, half of them dying in transit for slavery, who knows how many fleeing inland. And at the same time, within 5 years of Columbus's arrival in the New World, 90% of the indigenous population had died from disease or murder, 90%. So the fact is, that leaves few people to have a written or memory or an oral history of the seafaring.
No, what they did after that is sending Portuguese and Spaniard prisoners to Brazil, where 100 million black people were living Africans, and to have children with them to become mulatto. Go and watch that today. That's what happened after slavery. And they went to Africa and they divided Africa at the Berlin Conference and went to Africa and destroyed Africa for those people not to be able to have contact. If Africa was still intact, those people, my people, could just return back and just say, hey, you know what happened? But because of the war, 200 years war against Europe after slavery in the 1800s, all those things, even those records are lost in Africa. That's why they had to do that, to destroy Africa. Otherwise, there would be too much evidence of them being in America also. And I don't mean North Americans, FBA fuckery. I mean Africans from America like Maroons. Nigga, that's what I know and what we know. The rest of the niggas, they were in the army of the colonizer. That's what I know for 500 years.
Of their African discoverers. 100 men, 200 cannons, crossbows, cavalry, and even 20 attack dogs for a second voyage. And another, and another. The story of Columbus remains the most widely accepted version of American discovery, most likely because it was the most recent, the most well-armed, the most documented, and the most similar in appearance to the authors of American textbooks. And one other thing that should be pointed out here is that in the years after Columbus discovered America, in 400 years, 20 million Africans were stripped from the coast of Africa, half of them dying in transit for slavery, who knows how many fleeing inland. And at the same time, within 5 years of Columbus's arrival in the New World, 90% of the indigenous population had died from disease or murder.
You see that both things can be true? Nigga, there are black people there in the jungle, Maroons, my people, nigga. We have tribes still there.
90%. So the fact is, that leaves few people to have a written or memory or an oral history of the seafaring of their African discoverers. Historian Samuel D. Marble wrote, as a subject for research, the possibility of African discovery of America has never been a tempting one for American historians. We choose our own history, or more accurately, we select those vistas of history that more or less...
Hey, Tariq Nasheed, I thought you was the black man, foundational. Stacy, historians have little appetite to explore the possibility that our founding father was a black man, meaning an African. Your black man started in 2024 and stole the name African American in 1980. That was the setup for the plan to come and claim this today, that you are the foundational black American making movies about Maroons and Haitians like you are them, stealing Moorish and history from Europe like you was the Moors. You have no shame, boy. You have no soul. If you can't understand what having a soul is, it's called yeye, inabi yeye, yakakabe kaka. You buller. Let's hear it, man. I'ma skip to our next part, man. This is KRS-One stealing Tethering of the Jamaicans. Let's hear it. Over the bridge. He's stealing the melody and even his slang is Jamaican. I'm a toaster. What he's doing is toasting, is not rapping. Yeah? You stupid ass niggas. Let's hear it. Melody, the reggae people were making beats out of this melody and slanging on it. Let's hear it.
That's it. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Bye-bye. The bridge is over. The bridge is over.
Which American you hear rapping saying, bye bye? The bridge is over, the bridge is over, bye bye, the bridge is over, the bridge is over, bye bye. It's Sisla style technique even. Go listen to Sisla. That is totally your rap and hip hop is stolen, nigga. Yeah, you have nothing. You should have kept quiet, nigga. We left you alone because we had pity with your people over there. Go like in South Africa. Because I was all those time you was in slavery and in colonization in Africa. I was free in the jungle in South America. I should realize. Sensimilia. Jamaicans. They come in and dance with a lot of sensi. Sensi can even be money. Sensi, sense. Me come in and dance with a lot of sensi. Yeah. That's real FBA, nigga. That's KRS-One, your guru. And I didn't even mention Africa Bambata. Listen to the name. These niggas are beyond dumb. I don't even want to say small child, cause when I was a child I had brains, nigga. You clearly don't.
Sound like Shan or the one Marley. Because Shan and Marley and my rhyming like the gay. Picking up the mic, man, and don't know.
Marley Marl. Maybe it's Bob Marley. Marley is an English name from Jamaica and Ireland. I'm jumping the broom. European custom.
What?
Real tethering. Nigga? That is real devil tethering. Tethering, American stealing everything. I am the descendants of the Moorish Empire. I am the descendants of the Maroons of America. I am the descendants of the Haitian Revolution. I am the descendants of Nat Turner. I am the American, I am the Afrikaner, I am the Australian. You sound just like your colonized master, your daddy, which you have 20% blood of, you said Tariq Nasheed. But you look like a Nigerian pure blood, and you think anybody is taking you serious. You don't know the trouble you have created for your race. Because you're not my race, nigga. Anywhere I go, you people is in trouble, I will tell them, nah, nigga, that's not my race, nigga. That's what you have done. Hip hop is not yours. Stumbling. It comes from Brazil, even. I can show you that. Yes, it was from the plantation from Brazil. Nigga went to Jamaica and from Jamaica to America over there. Just like your kumbaya, kumbaya. You don't even know what kumbaya mean. Your Aunt Nancy is Da Nancy. It's not Aunt Nancy. There is no Aunt Nancy. That's how stupid you are. Maybe you think you're luring me out to say things. No, you are cursed. That's what you don't know. Let's hear. Bam, bam, bam is bubbling. Bam, bam. It's bubbling. And this part has become your hip hop. You see, he went from the Jamaican slang to North American speaking. Just like I rap. Nigga, I'm a toaster. That's why I said I'm a toaster. Toasting is Jamaican. Nigga, go. Yeah, let's leave it at that, man. Here, no matter where you come from, if you are a what? Balakimang, you are a African. Because that's how they view Africans. Fighting against them because they are black or whatever. Let's hear it. The stupid FBA foundational butthurt butt broken Americans. What did he say that? What did he say that? It was a song in 1977, 50 years ago. Much of these so-called FBA, they are not even 20 yet. That's how stupid your race is. Because they are not mine, nigga. We have brains.
As proof of its decline. What do you see as the biggest distortions of Pan-Africanism today, and what examples, past or present, show that Pan-Africanism is not just theory, but effective practice?
I'm up. But I always look at the UNIA, that's my organization. So when people say Pan-African is dead, and we're speaking about certain leaders, I always have to question that because of the work that we're doing. When we talk about economics, let's start with the farms that we have, a farm in Liberia, Jamaica, Curacao, about to put a farm in Ghana, to the grocery store that we have in New York, trying to bring a Black-owned grocery store to Baltimore. Hopefully we can get that done this year. To the restaurants, and then putting a restaurant and a grocery store in Ghana. So when they say Pan-African is dead, I question that off of the economic value of the work that we're doing. And I see other people doing that as well, not just us. So sometimes we look at these people that are in the forefront, that we claim that are leaders in the Pan-African struggle, but they're not really leaders, so to speak. I always look at the people that are on the ground doing the work. Dr. Mott mentioned a lot of things that they were doing. It's very important that we understand the goal, Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. And so whenever we build, we have to build collectively and take every aspect of what we're doing and place it in Africa. And so I see a lot of the work we're doing from the school that we have in Liberia now. I'm actually sponsoring 2 kids, so that hurts the pocket, but it's a duty that we have to do. And I see a lot of other members in the UNIA with that same goal. One of the things that Marcus Garvey said when it comes to my organization is that if you have African descent, you're all members. It's just a matter if you pay your dues or not. So he automatically knew that what he's doing and the work that we're doing is not just for our organization, it's for our people.
That was the song Peter Tosh was singing. Whether you like it or not, when the opposite Caucasian see you, they will say, hey, there is a Negro on the North Pole. How do you know? He's got an afro. Nigga.
And the Pan-African part is very critical because a lot of, like the panel said, it all has to go back to Africa. It all goes back to our lineage and where we're from. Marcus Garvey knew that. And so what we have to understand is that we got to stop letting certain propaganda get us sidetracked. One of the lessons in the UNIA is called propaganda, creating our own propaganda. That's what made Marcus Garvey so powerful. He had the Garvey Voice, the Negro World, our magazine now is the Garvey Voice, you know, our propaganda. So we have to start looking at things like that to change the narrative about how we think about each other, how we go about doing the things that we need to do as far as business for our community, etc. Once we come to the realization that we're one, there's nobody that can stop us. But we have to really change the lifestyle to make that happen. And it is a lifestyle change. You have to change your mentality and thinking. It starts with our education system. You know, we learn about maybe Benjamin Banneker. We don't learn about the ancestors in Africa. But when you go to a Jewish school, you know what they learn about their ancestors. They become men at 14 with the bar mitzvahs. They study their culture. But in our school system, we don't study our culture. And so we have to change that narrative first. Once we change that narrative, we'll be okay. But it starts with the propaganda that they're putting at us.
Over the weekend, Tariq Nasheed held his rally for reparations in Washington, D.C. With midterm elections right around the corner, Roland Martin made sure to address the rally on his own show, criticizing the movement, saying it won't help black people.
Yeah, man, and that's why Tariq Nasheed was making videos that then Roland Martin was a foreigner, he was an immigrant, a tether, and blah, blah, blah. When you are tethering off Jamaican music with your so-called hip-hop, you just saw KRS-One. Let's hear it.
People get anything done. Instead, Martin advocates for voting as the right way to initiate change instead of making demands. Now, before we get to today's topic, don't forget early voting has started. Voting is not the only answer, but it's a powerful tool we have for change. But first, let's take a look at this clip.
Oh, and let me go ahead and say, y'all can go to that little reparations rally on Saturday, November 5th. Y'all ain't getting nothing, not even HR 40, if they control the House and the Senate. You can rewrite it all day. You can have Darity. You can have Yvette, Antonio. They can do whatever they want. You will get nothing because not one Republican even remotely supports reparations. Then what y'all gonna tweet about?
Now, there's a couple things that I want to unpack here. And saying that, hey, vote sentence of slavery. So, Pierre, I'll come to you. Do you agree with Tariq's stance that foundation?
Vote. You think reparations is going to happen? Why you not going to vote?
They had the House, regardless of what Kyrie's beliefs are. To this day, you just got to, in my...
What's up?
I had to present Crispy with that award.
Don't do that.
What's up, Crispy? I had to give you your award, Crispy.
I had no idea that this is...
Crispy.
I did not set this up. You set this up? Yes, you
Crispy,
did.
I had...
This is when DJ Flat was with Tommy Sotomayor, but Tommy Sotomayor is even attacking foreigners now. When Tariq Nasheed was cooking you with his crispy show, so-called. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's just think everybody might just get what they deserve. Let's check Tariq Nasheed punking Tommy Sotomayor here, man, but because he's too black, he is crispy.
Crispy. I have no idea. Why is he
Crispy. Tariq, I gotta give you your award. I just came to give him his award.
This is a grown man.
Crispy, let me give you your Coon Award. Crispy, let me give you your Coon Award, Crispy.
This is a grown man.
Listen who is saying that he's a traitor. You are if Coon would mean traitor or whatever, who is cussing out immigrants and foreigners and Africans and Jamaicans out here working for MAGA, the KKK, FBA and ADOS.
This is a grown man.
Shout out to Vlad. Shout out to my homie Vlad. I had to give Crispy his Coon Award.
This is a grown man.
I had to present Crispy with his Coon Award. Watch out,
That's
Vlad.
cool, though. No,
Crispy,
my face, man.
let me give you your Coon Award, Crispy. Let me give you your Coon Award, Crispy. There you go.
And you letting this roll, huh?
Let me give you your Coon Award, Crispy.
Come on, man. Why you
Crispy.
Yeah, you did.
Crispy, let me give you your Coon. Crispy, let me give you your Coon.
You see, anything black people, so-called Africans have going on, Tariq Nasheed will come and destroy it. The devil. That's why he's out here lying so easily, stealing everything, nigga. That's what he is. It's in his genes.
Crispy, let me give you your Coon Award.
Tariq, this is our interview.
Okay, I'm a bounce. My bad. How you doing though, Vlad? You good?
I'm good, thank you.
Shout out to DJ Vlad. Hidden Colors 4 available right now, family. I can bounce. All right, Crispy, you're not gonna take. Let me leave.
And so-called he is the trader. But Tariq Nasheed, you are the 5 civilized tribe, the Black Hunters. When I made the video about you FBA being the Black Hunters in the army of the colonizers, you went there and made a video. No man, that was not us, man. That was the 5 tribes who were having black slaves. It's you. Didn't you say you have 20% and colonizer blood? If it's true or not is up to you. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave it like that, man.
Right here.
Man, get out
Crispy,
my face, dog.
let me give you an award, Crispy.
You don't get out my face, man.
Crispy.
So that's the Crispy calling me for my dark skin.
Crispy, Crispy, let me give you your award.
You hear that? Tommy was saying he's calling Tommy Crispy because of his dark skin. His dark skin. Nigga? This I don't know if you are crazy. That's why I showed you the video in the beginning about opening your collar. That's Tariq Nasheed. His children are mulatto even of whatever. So he's not even thinking about these so-called things he's thinking he's coming to promote. If you want to be that, that's your business, but don't come out here thinking you're going to make money off my ancestors' back. Your ancestors and mine are not the same. Nigga?
Social media you're coming here?
Huh?
Did you announce on your social media that
Yeah.
coming? Okay, well he's been here before also in the same.
Whoa, Crispy,
So
get
this is
your
grown
award,
man.
Crispy.
Go ahead, turn your camera on.
Crispy.
Record this fool.
I did not set this
Record
up.
this fool. Record this fool.
Crispy, get your award, Crispy.
Record this grown ass fool.
Now, Crispy, you were giving death threats like you were supposed to kill me and all
No,
that
nigga,
shit.
you told me I
Where's
can't come
the
to
killing?
LA. No, you told me I can't come to LA.
Where's the
You
killing?
told me I can't come to LA.
Where's the killing,
you
Crispy?
Said I left
Crispy.
LA because you was gonna do something to me.
But
That's
where's the
what you told
killing,
me.
Crispy?
You told me I was gonna come. If I don't come to LA,
where's
you
the
gonna do
killing?
something to me.
Where's the
I ain't
killing,
seen it.
Crispy? Where's the
I
killing?
ain't seen it.
Where's the killing?
I ain't seen it. You
I'm
told
giving
me I
you
can't
an award,
come to LA.
Crispy.
You
Crispy.
said I can't come to LA. I
Crispy.
keep coming to LA.
Crispy, where's the
Keep coming
killing?
to LA. No, you were supposed to do something
Where's
to me.
the killing,
You the
though,
one
my
that's
nigga?
mad. You the one that's mad.
I ain't mad at it. I'm trying to give you your Coon Award.
You the one that's mad.
I'm trying to give you a Coon Award.
Do your puppet, dog. You the one that's mad.
Where's the
I
killing,
ain't
though,
mad.
Crispy?
You the one said you was gonna kill me, nigga. I ain't had to kill
Anybody
you.
want to kill your crispy ball spot having ass bitch?
You the one who
Well,
said
here's
you
your
gonna
award,
kill
Crispy.
me.
Here's
You the
your
one who
award.
said you was gonna kill
Here's
me.
your award,
You
Crispy.
the one who said you was gonna kill
Where's
me.
the killing, player?
How you gonna offer to kill somebody and then ask me what a killing is?
Wait, you got a video talking about you were gonna kill me.
No,
and all
you
this
said
stuff.
you was gonna take all my shit. And I said,
Hidden
anybody that
Colors
takes all
4
my shit.
available right now, family. And why you covering up your bald spot, player? Let people
I ain't
see.
got time to
Let your scalp breathe, my nigga.
I ain't got time to argue with this.
All
man.
right, I'm gonna leave your award right here, Crispy. Along.
You see, this is yeah.
Yvette and Tone Tits. See, we're using them as a case study, and I know they're watching right now.
Here again is Tariq Nasheed attacking Yvette Carnel and Tone from ADOS, which he stole his organization FBA from. He stole it from ADOS, and then he started making films and movies and videos and attacking them. That's this nigga. He's been doing this for 15 years now after Sanetter. Hey, let's hear this fool, man.
Yvette and Tone Tits, I know you're watching. Now, as y'all know, I roasted them to oblivion on my last broadcast a couple of days ago. That hit them very hard.
But when they roast you, Tariq Nasheed, you go to the FBI like you did with Taharka Bey. You went to the FBI, we've seen the papers, nigga. This nigga went to the FBI because at Taharka Bey, a Morris guy was making videos about him on YouTube. This nigga went there and lied like he always used to. The devil is a liar, nigga.
Hard. That hit them hard. They're whining and bitching. They've been whining and bitching. Yvette and Tone Tits. See, we're using them as a case study. And I know they're watching right now. Yvette and Tone Tits, I know you're watching. Now, as y'all know, I roasted them to oblivion on my last broadcast a couple of days ago. That hit them very hard. That hit them hard. They're whining and bitching. They've been whining and bitching for days. They don't know what to do. Their wheels are spinning. Because Tone Tits and Yvette, like we've been telling you, these guys have been sent by the Democrats to get us back on to keep us on the Democratic nowhere bus. And basically their job is to keep us fucked up in the game while they personally benefit. You understand? They want to keep us messed up in the game while they personally benefit. Just be very clear about that.
You heard what he's saying? Don't vote for Democratic Party because he took money from Trump. He's been doing this for 7 years now, attacking immigrants and Jamaicans because they taking the women and the HBCU, HBSCU or whatever the university is, and Haitians are taking the jobs, whatever. These niggas can't compete. These are big fish in small ponds. That's where these niggas can thrive, man. Big fish in small ponds. When real men arrive, these niggas can't move.
That's their whole agenda. Their whole agenda is to try to keep us in a dusty box by telling all of you and all of us, well, we can't do anything because we're just too broke to do anything and we don't have anything and we shouldn't even try. We shouldn't have businesses. Bootstrapism doesn't work. This is what they're telling you. These people are telling you that you shouldn't own shit. They're telling you you shouldn't own a business because that's not the answer. You need to listen to them because they have the data.
But what business did FBA start after 7 years? How many FBAs have business, Tariq Nasheed? You were just talking shit. Nigga. Don't, let's leave it.
They have the data. They want you to sit around and listen to them babble about some damn data. You understand? While they're winking and nodding over to the white handlers who's dangling some butter biscuits in front of their faces. Am I buffering here?
Yeah, you hear what he's saying? While he's making video that there is a big bag and lots of money to get. This is this devil. And ask around what Yvette Carnel and Antonio Moore did to him. Nothing. They started their organization and delineating, saying, man, we are Americans. Everybody was like, okay, if you're American, nobody cares, man. Do your shit. CARICOM is doing their shit over there. Move away, man. And this nigga came and, I'm the FBA, and that's what's going on. This devil moves, nigga. You ain't my race, nigga. I keep saying it so you know. You're not African, not to me. I'm the African of America. You are a Negro from the plantation.
I'm not buffering. Can y'all see me? Am I good? Can you guys see me? Am I good? Somebody said I'm buffering. I see myself pretty good. Yeah, these clowns are out here talking about getting a government job. We should be out here trying to get reparations in the form of a damn government job. Family, these moronic idiots, these folks will keep you in the dusty box while they benefit. You understand? Like we've been telling folks, the whole ADOS organization, and when we were talking about ADOS, we're talking about it from the standpoint of a lineage. But now that we've seen what the real agenda is, the founders, and they're not even the founders, the fake founders of ADOS, which they're not even the founders, they stole the shit from other people. The leaders of the LGBT organization, that is ADOS, and it is an LGBT organization, they're trying to deny it, just like Black Lives Matter is an LGBT organization. The organization of Black Lives Matter is LGBT. Family, isn't it very interesting that these LGBT organizations are always pivoting into black society?
Exactly, T.S. Giselle. That's why Tasariak, that Israelite so-called, was asking you about that T.S. Giselle stuff, man. And here, this is 7 years ago. And 2018 or 2018, 6 years ago. 7 years ago. You were saying this, attacking Antonio Moore and Yvette Carnel, that they was linked to BLM and all this stuff you're saying right here. And now they caught you with this T.S. Giselle. What you say, and you said it was FBI. And listen to what you're doing here. This is CIA. If what Tasariak was saying was FBI, then this is CIA. What are you saying here about Yvette Carnel and Antonio Moore? Antonio Moore is a lawyer. Yvette Carnel is from the university, working in politics or whatever. Yvette Carnel knows all the law in America. You don't know jack. You're just a pimp of the street, pimping the FBA. Yeah, foundational butthurt Americans. Let's hear it.
And they have LGBT people trying to force themselves as leaders of Black society. They tried that with the women of Black Lives Matter, those immigrant women. Many of them were immigrants, and they saw that we were rejecting the whole immigrant thing. Then they got...
You see, here is when he started with the immigrant stuff. That's why I said he's been doing it now for 7 years. Let's hear it.
D-Ray and Netta, they tried them. These folks will keep you in the dusty box while they benefit. You understand? Like we've been telling folks, the whole ADOS organization, and when we were talking about ADOS, we're talking about it from the standpoint of a lineage. But now that we've seen what the real agenda is, the founders, and they're not even the founders, the fake founders of ADOS, which they're not even the founders, they stole the shit from other people. The leaders of the LGBT organization, that is ADOS, and it is an LGBT organization, they're trying to deny it, just like Black Lives Matter is an LGBT organization. The organization of Black Lives Matter is LGBT. Family, isn't it very interesting that these LGBT organizations are always pivoting into Black society? And they have LGBT people trying to force themselves as leaders of Black society. They tried that with the women of Black Lives Matter, those immigrant women. Many of them were immigrants, and they saw that we were rejecting the whole immigrant thing. Then they got D-Ray and Netta. They tried them. That fell flat. D-Ray can't even walk the streets. People slapping him up. And Netta, I don't know what happened to her. So now they got the new Netta and D-Ray, which is Yvette Carnel and Tone. All of this stuff is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. So they get out here and talk real Black. They see what we're talking about on the streets, and then they co-opt it. They co-opt what we're talking about because Yvette...
Nigga, you stole it. You see this devil? He stole it from Yvette Carnel and Antonio Moore, and now he's saying they stole it from him. This nigga is a devil. I showed you the video yesterday where Antonio Moore was addressing this already. And now he's saying they stole our talking point. That is this devil. Real devil is not a joke. Let's hear it.
They co-opted what we were already talking about. I've been talking about reparations for years. Way before Yvette and Tone. They co-opted the shit from me. They co-opted it from me and others, and Jason Black and other people. We've been talking about it. Claude Anderson, other people, we've been talking about it. And I know y'all niggas are watching. I know Yvette and Tone, you're watching right now. Yvette is sitting there, with her edges gone, and Tone is sitting there in a tank top and a thong. But they were out here talking a little Black. They were talking Black. Just like the people from Black Lives Matter. They talk Black. They'll talk Black. Then all of a sudden they'll go down to a protest, and then the protest becomes a damn LGBT hookup. Down there in Ferguson, they turned the shit into an LGBT hookup. You understand? So now they got these little LGBT ADOS chapters that they got. And basically, for example, like this. This is one. They met up, and the brother right here, the brother in the back is very interesting. This brother had on his ADOS shirt. That's Yvette, that's Yvette, and another ADOS member, looking like Kel Thompson from Saturday Night Live. But
you see that this guy is always trying to ridicule everybody, so you don't watch him to be the failure he is and a beggar on internet begging for money. GoFundMe, nigga. Let's hear it.
Kenan Thompson, whatever. But the brother in the back was looking like, well, damn, what did I come to? I thought I was going to come here to talk about lineage. And the room smells like strap-on lubricant. This brother in the back is looking confused and a motherfucker. He's like, what did I walk into? Yvette out there spit.
You see, that is the same tactic he's using against Jamaicans and Africans in his videos now, making the so they would look ridiculous to the world. Like, he can do anything. His only goal is to steal. Like stealing Maroon movies and Haitian movies, Maurice science and all those stuff.
For a date. So I feel sorry for the brother in the back. He looked very confused. So like I said, man, these folks have turned this thing into like an LGBT hookup. And look, Tone's ass. Tone. Antonio Moore. Let me get on this thing. Because as you know, and I talked about this on my broadcast the other day, Yvette basically admitted to sabotaging our Kickstarter. She admitted it. She got a little emotional and told on herself. And now that everybody...
You see, there's a GoFundMe again, Kickstarter, begging for money. That's the reason why Tariq Nasheed is doing all these things he's doing. He doesn't care if all so-called black people and Africans die as long as he gets his money. That's a city Negro style, plantation Negro mentality. Yeah,
like, okay, you real funny style. She's trying to walk it back. Well, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean... Now she's trying to walk the shit back. I didn't mean that. I meant something else. She's trying to walk it back because she was the one who sabotaged our Kickstarter. She's like, yeah, you didn't get your money, all your gold because of me. Because of me. And now people are like, okay, that's some snitch ass shit then. Well, not like that. Now she's trying to walk her bullshit back. So some of the other ADOS members, but after I roasted Yvette and Tone, they were all up in my Twitter, pulling up some tax info and showing on some Florida Evans pocket watching, when you made all this money, man, we're going to make some false calls to the tax board and just make up fraudulent claims and all this type of stuff. I said, okay, y'all playing a real dangerous game there. You're playing a very dangerous game there. And I let Tone and those guys know, you better get your folks. Yeah, you better get your folks, y'all. You already snitched on Kickstarter. You went to Kickstarter and snitched out of your jealousy, and you're still jealous, you're mad because they're doing sucker shit. So
you can only snitch on someone who you're working with. Stupid. You cannot snitch on anybody you're not working with, somebody you don't know. Snitching is when you know somebody you're doing business and you go and inform the police about it. That's snitching. Those other people are just civilians living their life. If you're breaking in over there across the street and a civilian sees you, they are allowed to call the fucking police because they want to live safe life. They don't live on this planet because of you, nigga. Did they have an agreement with you? No. Only when they have agreement with you and they go and tell the police, that is snitching. If they have an agreement with you, doing business with you, that's snitching. If they don't know you, who cares, nigga? They eliminating the fucking... Let's leave it at
let them know. If y'all want to play that game, because I can get down and dirty too, because Tone is a lawyer out here in California, and all that type of shit that y'all doing is hella unethical. Number one, that's extremely unethical for a lawyer to be engaged in that type of thing, and an organization that he's running to be involved in that type of thing. And also, Tone has done very unethical shit within the confines of law, if we're going to be real. Do y'all know that Tone was representing Freeway Ricky Ross? Shout out to Ricky Ross, my brother. Tone was representing Ricky Ross, and this is why you shouldn't listen to niggas like Tone, who's always running his fucking mouth and don't know what he's talking about. Tone was representing Freeway Rick. You want to know why Freeway Rick kept losing all of them damn cases the way he was losing them? Because Tone was his legal counsel. It was Antonio Moore who was representing Rick Ross when Rick was getting raped in the damn courtroom. They were killing Rick Ross in the courtroom. And the thing is, all of that nigga babble on the internet, that shit don't work in the real world. Do you understand me?
You understand you're right. You're only on the internet babbling to steal money. We know with your fake FBA foundational bug broken Americans.
All that nigga babble you do on the internet, in the real world, that shit backfires on you, and then you and everybody around you gets fucked up in the game. So Tone going up in court or wherever he was going, talking that stupid shit, got Rick Ross fucked up in the game. My name is Antonio Moore. I'm a lawyer and I know the data. I went to Loyola University and I studied law and I'm a very good lawyer. I'm not guessing my way through this, Your Honor. I'm not guessing my way through this. So you go around a judge or somebody talking that stupid shit, the judge is like, judgment for the plaintiff. Get out of here. Rick's case, Rick lost so bad. He could have represented himself and did better than the way he came out. Yeah, these little mushmouth, Ben Crump type of niggas and all that. Rick lost in court so bad. You understand? And this is the thing that's real janky, though. This is the thing that's real janky. You know how Tone likes to run around talking about, I'm an Emmy-nominated producer. I'm an Emmy-nominated producer. I'm not gathering my way through this. I'm an Emmy-nominated producer. I'm not gathering my way through this. ADOS, Emmy-nominated producer. He loves that Emmy-nominated producer bullshit, and he got a production credit. He got a production credit on that Freeway Rick documentary. You understand? Now let's go to some. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go to some shit some visuals while I'm talking.
Yeah, man, I'ma leave it at this. You've heard this foundational butthurt Negro, man. He's been doing this for years now on the internet. Stealing, begging, Kickstarter, GoFundMe. This is the only thing he does, man. If he sees somebody African or black doing anything, he will steal it. If he can't steal it, he will go to the authorities, to FBI, like he did with Tahar Kabey from the Moorish Science Temple. So yeah, we know you, nigga. It's not FBA, it's FBI. Because it's all about you. I. We got it. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Latest, man.